Squires, thanks for joining us. Again, if we have technical difficulties, it's beyond our control. Oh, there you are. There you are. All right, both of you. So do you remember what you ate on that fateful night back in 2012 there at Bell Island? What was for dinner?
That fateful night? This is dramatic entry, isn't it?
It's tough. Hey, it's radio. I got to build it all up for you guys. You don't remember what you ate, did you?
We legitimately, it was like a gorgeous day. Bell Island is probably like a 15, 20-minute ferry ride away from the mainland Newfoundland. And we just popped over there, and it wasn't supposed to even be a picnic. We were like, this is a nice day. We dropped into the grocery store over there, picked up, like, you have to remember 13, 14 years ago, what we thought was a good charcuterie board and a nice bottle of wine. And we were much younger. Went up to the cliff, had that, and this brings us to now.
So whose idea was it to write something on the bottle and then seal it and throw it into both of yours? I'm assuming you guys probably have that sort of...
Oh, probably something beautifully romantic I would have thought of.
Oh, I see. It's a division of labor. I understand. So the note said, today we enjoyed dinner. You didn't want to probably have to spell charcuterie board. So, we enjoyed dinner and this bottle of wine, and each of us at the edge of the island. And then it goes on to say, quote, please call us if you've followed by the scribbled number. So that's there it is. There it is.
Yeah.
And as you tossed it in, maybe I'll assume Brad threw it in there. What were you thinking as you were sort of laughing to yourself like, oh, what the hell, right?
It was, if you look up Bell Island, Google it, I mean, very dramatic cliff face, this island, very similar to the Cliffs of Moher of Ireland. And it was more about the gesture. I really liked this woman. We were early on in our dating, just wanted to be romantic and give it a hug. We could not see if it went over the cliff or hit the water or anything.
It's a really big drop to the ocean.
Yeah,
so.
We were done, and we were like, that's a beautiful day. Let's head back to the ferry.
All right, so here's the question. Don't say anything, Brad. Anita, is he still a romantic?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he does lots of romantic stuff all the time. He's still got a really good throw, too.
Yeah, good. So it goes into the ocean, and the two of you enjoy the sunset at some point and think, well, there we go. But the story goes on, and the reason you're here now is because how many years later? Was it 12 years later, 13 years later, somebody finds it?
Yeah, 13 years later.
Yeah.
Right. So it winds up on the Scachen Bay in Maharis.
Beautiful pronunciation.
Thank you. I'm Irish. And the peninsula there and the southwest coast of Ireland. And so the person who found it wasn't able to track down your number because I assume you changed numbers after a while. But they didn't want to give up on this. They really took it upon themselves to try to find you guys. Did they tell you everything they went through to try to find the people that threw the bottle in the water 12 years earlier?
Yeah, they tried the number, but actually we... forward thinking, put a landline, and it was actually Brad's parents' landline, which still works, but they're on holiday. So what a time to be gone and not answer your phone. So yeah, they posted it on social media, and people were sending us the link to this post. We're looking for Brad and Anita, and everyone was sending it to us saying, like, is this you guys? This has got to be you. How cool, this is you guys. And so yeah, we sent them a note and said, it's us, you found us.
And then what have they done for you?
Yeah, so they wrote us back right away, and they said they opened the bottle and they could read the note. Like, we were shocked that the bottle was still intact, that the note was still legible. Like, all these things had led to them finding it and being able to find us. And yeah, so they had a toast, and we had a toast, and they asked, were we still together? They said, we're dying to know. Is it a love story or not? Are you still together? So yeah, we've been kind of chatting back and forth. We've probably been chatting on interviews more than we've been chatting just... the group of us.
Yeah. We're looking forward to being able to have a nice chat with them and hopefully get a visit in, because our 10-year wedding anniversary is next year, and their conservation group anniversary, their 10-year anniversary is next year. So both found at the same time, and we'd love to get over there to see him.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they invited you guys to come there and be their guest. It's on you. One of you romantic people, but also making money, has to pay for this trip.
But if you want to put it out in the universe, we threw a bottle, so that we did our part.
Oh, okay, Brad. I see now. It's a GoFundMe in the bottle.
Is that
I got
what
it.
this interview is for?
Yeah, if it makes your listeners feel better, we did part of our honeymoon in Seattle, so we have a connection.
Oh, okay, all right. Now you're getting desperate. Why'd you throw a bottle in the water, Brad? Here, I looked up to see if others that have similar stories. Here's one for you. A guy from Sweden. He was lonely. He was a sailor on a ship. Did you hear this story? And he just writes, if you are a beautiful woman and you find this bottle, please contact me. I'm lonely and would love to meet you. I forget where the guy was. He finds the bottle, not shortly thereafter. He then gives it to his daughter and says, hey, look at this. Someone's looking to meet someone. She says, I'm not really that attractive, but I'll write to him. Oh, it went to Italy. That's right. Italy. So it lands in Italy. She doesn't speak English. She doesn't speak the language. It might have been Finnish or Swedish. So Swedish, she doesn't speak. They get it translated by a local priest. The priest then reads it. She goes, well, I'm not that good looking, but I'll write him back. She writes them back. The letters continue to go back and forth. They start this sort of pen pal thing. And then he goes over to Italy. They're in love from all the letters, and they're married.
Beautiful.
They get married. This is like 1957 or something like that. So this happens. It can work. I guess the thing, why do you think that so many interviews have been asked of you? What does it say about us as a culture, as a society, as a species, that we need this sort of longing of, I'll cast my luck out into, just the world, and we'll see what comes of it?
I think, to be honest, like what we've found over the last week, especially like even just waiting to like speak to you today, we're like listening to all the news on your show beforehand, and it's wildfires and like death and war, and it's a lot of bad news.
Yeah.
And I mean, if this is 5-10 minutes that people can take a break out of that cycle, and it's like two younger people who are having a great day and just threw a bottle out there, and it seems to make people happy that we're still together and we have a family and we're in love. So if it takes a break from the negative, we're happy with that.
That's why we wanted to have you on. That's exactly why we wanted to have you on. Brad, I couldn't have written it any better. And also, I think it teaches people, or hopefully people learn from it, that fate plays a role in all of our lives. And I think we a lot of the times, I don't think we recognize how fate is playing a role, because it's not so evident as casting something into the sea and then someone finding it, right? There's a long sort of nebulous connection between strangers and currents of water, but there's fate that plays a role every single day in our lives, but it's not so evident as something like this, with a beginning and a middle and a happy ending for the two of you.
Yeah, like we think that this couldn't have worked out any better, because the people that found the note, they weren't just like a regular couple who found it and thought that was cool and that was the end. Like, they're doing research about like the tides and the dunes and the area there. So like, it is really special for them, and like the fact that it traveled all this way and it stayed intact, and we stayed intact. Like it is really remarkable that all these things lined up and that everything has worked out, and it's just like, it has been really beautiful.
Now we're talking to you,
right?
Yeah,
Thanks, Brad. Do you feel some sort of obligation to sort of keep this through line of energy going?
We think that the love story, like, we know we have a nice love story and we love each other. And we think that like the beautiful thing is like, our family can remember this, we can look back at it, but like all the work that they're doing there, if it can like, bring a bit of light and share a bit of research and do some good for like coastal communities, like we have a lot of coastal communities on our side, and same with them, they're doing a lot of work. So if like, our happiness was something that was good that came out, but if something bigger can come out of that, we'd be so proud to be part of that.
And you don't feel additional pressure to stay together as a couple, no matter how annoying Brad is?
Oh, you're making a lot of assumptions already, aren't you?
I'm sure you
It's
have
not just a show for TV. We like each other.
I'm sure here's what happens. Let me just explain something. My wife said to me when she married me, she said, listen, I'm not going to try to change you. This is what she said to me, Anita. She said, I'm not going to try to change you. She said, I'm just going to try to make minor adjustments. That's all. So think of you and all of your personality. She goes, as a bunch of knobs, I'm just going to turn a few up and turn a few down to just adjust you to the right person, right? And she's not going to try to change me. Just adjust me. Just make minor adjustments.
Okay.
Right. And when I said to her, Anita, well, how do I make adjustments on you? She goes, oh, well, then I just go over to the knob that you think you need to make adjustments on me, and I just turn that all the way down. So that's kind of where I am.
Work people can turn you off with a knob too. Like maybe that's just your thing.
Hey, Anita, I thought the people in Canada and in Newfoundland were supposed to be kind individuals. Do you know anybody? This is slightly off the subject, but somewhat on for Newfoundland. When the 9/11 happened and all the planes got grounded, right? Was that in your general community? Was that somewhere near where you were living?
Just a couple hours away in Gander.
Yeah. So the Come From Away musical, that's really based around, like Anita said, it's 2.5, 3 hours away from us. But at the time that all happened, I was in my final year of high school, and St. John's also received many international flights. And I remember the high school I went to, we had to close because they asked all of our language teachers, like we had Russian teachers, Japanese teachers, all of our teachers in the city were asked to go to the local arena to help translate. So like Gander played a huge part because it was such a small community, but a lot of Newfoundland, because we are the last stop transatlantically.
Yeah.
Even now, a lot of planes get diverted. Like if there's a medical emergency or things, like lots of international flights land here, and people come in, and they're not quite sure where they are. But it's a beautiful place if anyone wants to come see.
Yeah.
Come see two lovebirds that.
Yes, we'll give you a tour of Belle Island.
This is where we threw the bottle. Last question as we say goodbye, and we thank you for your time. Any more bottles planning on being projected anywhere else into a body of water?
Don't you think we should go to the other side and send one, see if it makes its way back to us? That'd be something cool, wouldn't it?
Well,
see in 13 years.
If that happens, lottery tickets for all of you, I'm sure. Well, listen,
that's right,
keep the love together, and thank you for your inspirational words. And that you're right, we are surrounded, unfortunately, by so many horrible stories of man's inhumanity to man, or nature just having the final power and say of all of our lives and all the plans we make. But occasionally there is that spark that tells us that fate can play a wonderful story for not only you, but for the people that found that as well. So thanks for that time.